Former owner and, disaster starter, Dan Snyder, is hating. Reports comes out that he effing hates, the Commander's success right now. And you would think after all the time that he spent with Washington, he would want to see some form of success. But no, because the success was not done with him, he hates it. Because he had this team for 15, 20 years and did absolutely nothing. He sat there, drafted RG3, Pierre Garcon and Deshaun Jackson and all these other guys. You had Sean McVay and Mike Shanahan and all these other coaches in your coaching tree that are now coaching in the NFL. And you got Kirk Cousins, you got all these other people. I'm not saying he made that hand-picked decision, but you had chances. You had chance after chance after chance after chance over the past 15, 20 years to get something done. And you haven't. And then we change ownership last year. You sell the team. We get a new head coach. We get ourselves an actual bona fide QB. And what? We got better success than you ever did? Because I remember Terry McLaurin didn't know who his QB was going to be. Whether it was Colt McCoy, Case Keenum, what's his name? Kyle Allen, Alex Smith, Dwayne Haskins, rest his soul. They didn't know who his QB was going to be. Sometimes we were just experimenting. Taylor Heineke, had decent success with Terry McLaurin. But it's just funny. It's just funny to me that, he's hating when he had the opportunity. RG3 spoke out about it, before that. Weren't you the guy that was paying the doctors, at the team facility and the trainers to tell RG3 he was okay when he wasn't? And that's why RG3's career was cut short, because you just wanted him out there for success because he was a huge draw to you, and ruined that man's career. We had guys like Alfred Morris, who was compared to Marshawn Lynch and did pretty well. And then he just fell off the map. We got guys like, Antonio Gibson, who was more of, a smaller guy, but he had to get let go because we didn't have any direction. And if you don't have any direction, nobody's going to want to stay. That's why Commanders fans, we feared for Terry McLaurin when his contract was coming up, because we didn't know if he wanted to stay or if he wanted to go. He was probably tired of losing. He probably wanted a better QB. And it all worked out. But it all worked out because you sold the team to somebody who genuinely cared. Josh Harris cares. And if y'all don't think Josh Harris cares, you're just not looking at it as a Commanders fan, as I should say. He comes in, gives Ron Rivera a year to show him something. Nothing. We already knew Ron was all out the door. And then Dallas didn't give Dan Quinn a coaching spot. And Josh Harris was like, hold on. You've coached the Atlanta Falcons to the Super Bowl. Granted, you didn't win. You got there. Let's give you a chance. And Dan Quinn walks in and says, hey, I like the group of guys I see. All we need is a quarterback. And then what do you know? And then you get a veteran like Marcus Mariota to come in and help develop him along the way. I mean, RG3 didn't have that. Kirk Cousins didn't have that. Heineke didn't have that. Alex Smith, he broke his leg for us and still got us in the playoffs. That shows you that ownership means a lot. Ownership and coaching is where it starts at. And Dan Snyder, you can hate all you want, but this is your fault. You brought this on yourself. This could have been your success. This could have been your success 10, 15 years ago. But you decided not to. You decided to go different directions. You decided to be sleazy. You decided to do things that weren't necessarily okay for the franchise or the players themselves. Dan Snyder, you made this bed and you laid in it. And we seen what you were trying to do, when you were trying to sell the team. You were trying to, raise the price of the team left and right, thinking people were going to back off. They're not backing off. They wanted it because you obviously cannot have it. And the owners voted that you need to sell your team. So, your fault, your bed, lay in it. Don't care that you hate it. We succeeded without you. And that's all. That's all I got to say. We succeeded without you. And I have been a diehard Washington fan since, post-Eagles Donovan McNabb was our quarterback. I've been there. I've been a Washington fan my whole life, but that's as far back as I can remember. I honestly feel like we've done something here. And Dan Snyder, you can hate all you want. It still happened without you.